chegou a hora, nossa história é aqui e agora. Vamos transformar cada segundo no melhor de nós pra todo mundo. Vamos lá, nossa mensagem, soltar nossa voz, força e coragem. Vamos transformar cada segundo no melhor de nós pra todo mundo. Cada sonho uma esperança, entre a dor e a alegria, sempre nova a cada dia. Cada sonho tem seu preço.
What are you watching?
It's the Paralympics, a sporting event for differently able persons.
What does differently abled mean?
Disabled person means that the person is not able to do something which other people are able to do. Differently able person means that they possess a unique set of abilities and perspectives. Many a times, differently able people see what we can't, hear what we can't, and think what we can't. This makes ability different, not inferior, not superior, just different.
Oh, okay. So what is Paralympics?
Paralympics is a sporting event which is held solely for differently abled competitors. It is one of the largest international sporting events in the world. The Paralympic Games are organized in parallel with the Olympic Games.
By the way, do you know that we celebrate a day for differently abled persons?
Oh, what is that day called?
It's called International Day of Persons with Disabilities. International Day of Persons with Disabilities, December 3rd, is an international observance promoted by the United Nations since 1992. It has been observed with varying degrees of success around the planet. It was originally called International Day of Disabled Persons until 2007. Each year, the day has a different theme and focuses on a different issue.
What is the theme for this year?
This year's theme is Not All Disabilities Are Visible. It focuses on spreading awareness and understanding of disabilities that are not immediately apparent, such as mental illness, chronic pain or fatigue, sight or hearing impairments, diabetes, brain injuries, neurological disorders, learning differences, and cognitive dysfunctions, among others.
This is pretty interesting. Can you tell me more about the International Day of Persons with Disabilities?
In 1976, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed 1981 as the International Year of Disabled Persons. Governments across the globe had this time frame to make necessary amendments in their rules. The decade 1983 to 1992 was the International Decade of Persons with Disabilities. The motto was to involve disabled people in the normal life of others, end discrimination, offer equal opportunities to them, and aim for inclusive growth. The International Day of Persons with Disabilities is observed since 1992.
Why do we observe this day?
The observation of the day aims to promote an understanding of disability issues and mobilize support for the dignity, rights, and well-being of persons with disabilities. It also seeks to increase awareness of gains to be derived from the integration of persons with disabilities in every aspect of political, social, economic, and cultural life.
That the WHO's World Report on Disability says that 15% of the world's population, or more than 1 billion people, are living with disabilities. Of this number, it's estimated 50 million are living with a mental or neurological condition, and 2/3 of these people will not seek professional medical help, largely due to stigma, discrimination, and neglect. Another 69 million individuals are estimated to sustain traumatic brain injuries each year worldwide, while 1 in 160 children are identified as on the autism spectrum.
Oh, that's sad.
Yes, these are just some examples of the millions of people currently living with a disability that is not immediately apparent, and a reminder of the importance of removing barriers of all people living with disability, both visible and invisible.
Do you know about Karli?
No? Can you tell me about him?
Yes, Karli is the third known physically disabled athlete to have competed in the Olympic Games. Takis joined the Hungarian army. During army training in 1938, his right hand was badly injured when a faulty grenade exploded.
Then? What did he do? Did he give up?
No, Takis was determined to continue his shooting career and switched to shooting with his left hand. He practiced in secret and surprised the world by winning 2 gold medals in the 25-meter rapid-fire pistol in the Olympics.
Whoa, that's amazing!
Yes, like Takis, we should overcome our disabilities.
Hey, did you hear about the TED Talk that is happening tomorrow?
No? What is it about?
I heard it is about a girl who lost her hands and legs due to an accident and her experience after that.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it.
On a warm summer afternoon in 2002, a deafening sound completely knocked me out. Yes, I survived a freak bomb blast. I was 13 years old at that time. The explosion had ripped my hands off, but more than the damage to my hands, there was a lot of damage to my legs. There I was, bedridden in the hospital, hoping against hope that I would somehow come out of the trauma. One day, on the hospital bed, I thought to myself, reality may not be what you want it to be, but it is the reality you must now face. You can deny this reality and try to wish it away, or you can accept it and not waste any time wanting it to be any different. So that night, on the hospital bed, I thought to myself that I had only 2 choices from there. Fight and I will survive. Surrender and I will be wiped out. I decided to fight. My wounds refused to heal, but I did. I was bedridden and all my classmates, everyone had started preparing for their 10th board examinations, and I thought to myself that why not give it a shot. I knew that no school would admit me with just 3 months to go for the board exams, but I was determined that I had to write. I did not want to waste any year. I was just determined to write the exams. I prepared, and on crutches, I wrote my exams with the help of a writer. 3 months of preparation, learning mathematics, learning diagrams, dictating calculus, dictating extreme biology diagrams. It was a challenge. It was a very big challenge, but I wanted to do it, and I did it. The day my result came, I think it was a life-changing moment. I was one among the state toppers. My achievements were covered in a lot of newspapers, and Dr. Kalam, the then president, read about me and invited me to Rashtrapati Bhavan. I took all of the encouragement he gave me, and I wanted to strive for the best. I decided to do my graduation in St. Stephen. When I was doing my master's, I worked with a lot of differently abled children. And that's when I realized that each one is so unique in their kind. They have such amazing capabilities, such amazing talent. And it has to be seen. Just the way I was included, just the way someone found out that what I am built of, someone had to find out what they were made of. And that's when I realized that it is my time to give back what I received AMP last year in a showstopper gown to promote accessibility and fashion. Some people's lives seem to flow in a narrative. Mine had many stops and starts. That's what trauma does. It interrupts the plot. You can't process it because it doesn't fit with what came before or what comes afterwards. It just happens and then life goes on. No one prepares you for it. You just live. Thank you.
Hey, did you see the show yesterday?
Yes, I loved it. It showed us that we shouldn't pity or feel sad for the differently abled children. Instead, we should be friends with them, include them in our activities, and encourage them.
Yes, absolutely. If you have a friend who is deaf, why not play a game that involves sight with them? If you have a friend who is blind, why not play a game that involves hearing with them?
That is a wonderful idea. We should not discourage them or distance ourselves from them. Instead, let's be friendly towards them and let's help them embrace their disabilities. They are children too, and they deserve happiness, don't they?
Yes, there is so much we can do. Why not start today?
Thank you everyone for teaching me so much about International Day of Persons with Disabilities.